There she goes, boys. The first of many. Look at it. Look at how beautiful and perfect that is. That's amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't printed anything this big before, so this is, oh, that's beautiful how it did that just to make the support for this. Dude, Van Labs is so ahead of the game here. Quade, not so much ahead of the game. I had to use both hands there. Woo-wee! Look at that, dude. That's so freaking
here
cool.
On the workbench yet again, and did I ever think I'd build a comp crawler? Did I ever think I'd stoop to this level of competition, this level of borderline mediocrity? Did I ever think I'd get here? No, I did not. But we're here, and I don't know if I'm happy about it. Ladies, gentlemen, and people of all ages, welcome to another QCRC video where we are back in the studio. It's been a long time since we've been able to make a professional video back in the studio like we are today, and I'm super happy and thankful to be in here, and I'm happy you guys are with us. If you're liking the video, drop us a big like, hit that subscribe button, and feeling a little frisky, hit the notification bell. You will not regret it, folks. What you see in front of me today is a, well, disaster. It's a good paperweight right now, and it is a bit of a disaster. This is a axial, yes, crawler. Yes.
Evidence I'd love to hear. I just don't know.
Is it fully assembled? No. We generally have a axial SCX 10.3 here made into a comp crawler. It has a little X chassis on here, has some good Tekins on it. It's solid base, I feel like. It's pretty strong going. What is on the top of this? Now, if you're any familiarity with cars or vehicles, you know that this is trying to be a BMW X5. That's kind of what we have going on here whenever this thing is assembled and together. Chopped the roof a little bit, made it a little nice and sleek. Yeah, I got some roll cage goodies in here on the front. Nice bracing. The thing is freaking solid to the back piece, and I have, well, I did a little bit of overkill on a cage because I wanted this to be able to, you know, kind of fall like that and not hurt it. Yeah, I think I got the wheelbase right though. I got it pretty much wide enough. I wanted it to be able to flex like this and not hit the body but still have like the lines there, and I'm pretty sure I nailed it on that. Of course there's gonna be revisions, of course there's gonna be more stuff I can do, different things I can change and all that good stuff, but for the general concept I think I nailed it. Diving to our chassis, I don't really attach anywhere. We have a shock going on right there. I think they're kind of, it's kind of there. This is a base that I bought this from a good friend of mine. So what you're looking at is an axial SCX 10.3 general here. We have our normal links, normal transmission, not really touching the drive shaft. It's a weird X chassis, some good old Tekin electronics. You cannot go wrong with Tekin's electronics. They are like top tier. And then we have, well, we have a body that I designed. The body was off my favorite SUV to date. Of course, I'm a BMW guy, and the BMW SUVs have a BMW X5 body, E70 style here. I 3D designed and printed this, put a custom cage molded in here.
Alright, so good news. Our body is mounted. Our body has some paint on here. As you can see, our shade is a little bit deeper, but for this test subject, it would be great. Went to our local Hobby Lobby and picked up this stuff right here. It was a pretty good match. I don't have any white, or I could have mixed it and maybe made it match perfectly. But like I said, the proportion was not 110% on this, and this is totally a test body. When this thing falls from like 4 foot on our sky bridge and cracks this headlight and everything and ruins it, I'm not going to be upset about it. I tried to make it as strong as I could, but this was just a test to me to prove that I could scan this, make this, and produce it for a car that actually works, because technically it does really work. And coming down to the bottom though, I have some body mounts I made in here. I don't like how high the body is sitting. It appears like it's sitting very high, but if you think I scaled this completely wrong, it needs to be a lot taller. So next time I make this, I'm going to make it a lot taller and probably bring it out a little bit. I just knew my wheelbase height, but I had no idea what to make the body, so that's why my door looks stretched and things like that, and I didn't scale it a bunch. When I scanned the model of the real car, it worked really well, but after I got to scaling it, I kind of lost track of it, and I was in a rush and just really excited, so that's why we got the result. Still a freaking phenomenal result. I'm pretty proud of it, but for the most part, it's not the best, but this is just number one out of many we will print and make perfect along the way. I'm going to dive into this and see what I can do to get this system working. I was going to use a castle system. I got a brand new castle system sitting here, the Mamba X. all that good stuff, but I don't think I'm going to do that. And I have this Tekin one sitting here. We're just going to use it. It's in the truck. I don't have to change anything. The spare gear is right. All of that good stuff. I'm just going to find a way to mount my ESC. Probably have to make a bracket. Maybe use one of the ones I made for the Vanquish. Drill some holes or something to make this work for right now because we're crunch time. I have a very special thing I'm excited to show on the printer right now. It's about a 4-hour print. I think we're like an hour and a half into it. It's looking pretty solid. It will need some detail work, but it's going to go with this body and help just make it amazing. And essentially we had to tear the whole chassis apart. It was mounted improperly right there, and like the drive shaft was kind of falling out because the transmission was at a super weird angle. So we went ahead and fixed all this, changed all the links, got all this stuff squared away, and then we had to dive into the shocks. I just went ahead and kind of removed all of the shocks off the truck, got all this stuff squared away. All right, now that we have all the shocks off, we just kind of have our bare chassis. Once again, these are, I think, stock shocks, but they are, wow, they are just pretty in bad shape, so I don't know if I'm going to use these. I have a bunch of shocks. We'll probably just go ahead and open up our shock box and kind of see what we have now. And what beautiful selection of shocks do we want to use today? I don't have a lot, but I got a good few. Got stock Element Enduro ones. I don't know what stock ones these are. Got the old little cheap Simpson shocks, some Vanquish shocks right here, really tiny guys. And we have our beautiful King shocks, RC 4-wheel drive. I think those might look good with that. And retired. Now with this, we're probably going to rebuild these. I don't know how good we are. That one's not terrible. I think 2 of these are different sizes. They're not terrible, not terrible. These were on the Snow White Sin F450 project. Let's go ahead and pop this off and just see what we're looking like. Shocks are done and on the unit, and they are looking spiffy. They look very good on here. I think the blue is going to tie in perfectly with the body. Now for my ultimate surprise. This is what I had up my sleeve. Look at my beautiful driver and co-pilot. These guys are so freaking cool. Went ahead and printed these guys, put a dash in here, made some Sparko seats, and tied the whole thing together. Would you just look at that? Would you just look at it? Guys are just looking so freaking cool. Here we are mounted inside the unit. Look how cool that looks. Those guys look so awesome. This body looks killer. Everything's pretty much tying together here, boys. I am super excited about this one. Excited to get on the track, see how it runs, and see what obstacles we can climb over. It looks a little lifted, probably more so than it should be, but I think we're just going to send it and have to see how this bad boy works. I'm going to end it here on this beautiful afternoon. I've got some pictures of this thing on the rocks. I'm ready to get this thing on the rocks and try it out. I have a few little setup things I'm going to do here. I feel like the ride height is like 10 times too tall, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust the ride height, get some things addressed before I take this on its maiden voyage. There'll be a crawling video coming up soon. I know Sebastian just brought a crawler. He's going to want to get out there. Try to get everybody out there and get a crawling adventure going. The weather is absolutely beautiful here. It's like 70 degrees, and I am super thankful for it. So, guys, what are you doing this weekend? What are you doing this week? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are getting into. Are you happy the weather's getting colder? Are you hating that the weather's getting colder? I know it could depend on where you guys are located in the world, that you could maybe not like that it's getting a little chilly now, especially if you're in like Ohio or something like that. But here in South Carolina, I love it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, boys. It means the absolute world to me. I love you guys. Drop a big like for it, hit the subscribe button, and if you guys are feeling a little frisky, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any cool updates like this and anything going on. We're getting so much closer to getting this RC track done, and I'm super excited about it, to get you guys along, to bring you guys in for an open practice, private practice, and to get our first race going. Shooting for October sometime. I don't exactly know when. Keep checking our social media for updates. You do not want to miss this. Later, guys.